Hi, welcome to another edition of The Straight Scoop. I'm John LaRosa. This is the place for no nonsense advice and free information. Some information on me: I have a BS in education, an MBA in marketing, and I've run a successful market research business for 35 years, Market Data Enterprises. I live in Tampa, Florida. Today's topic and session will be on selling real estate in Florida and why it's not always the ticket to riches. Now, many people think that they'll be able to get into the real estate field quickly, sell mansions, get rich, make a ton of commissions selling $1 million houses. Well, not quite. It's not really that easy. Many real estate agents actually operate at a loss, believe it or not, month to month. And it has a very high rate of turnover in the industry. Florida is no exception. It's not the promised land. There are a lot of people that dabble in the industry part-time and don't make much money out of it. It's a little harder than expected. In the Tampa Bay area alone, meaning Hillsborough County and Pinellas County, Tampa and St. Petersburg across the bay, there are now more than 10,000 active realtors. And this hasn't changed much. The recession weeded out some, of course, when the real estate bust took place in 2009 or so. But since then, a lot of people have come back into the industry with the recovery. Here's some facts that I gathered since I am a research person and I like statistics. The national average yearly income for a real estate agent is $53,000 a year. In Florida, the state average is $41,430. Not exactly millionaires, 41,000. That's what the typical Florida real estate agent makes. To make $100,000 a year in real estate in Florida, you have to work full time. There's really no two ways about it. As a real estate sales associate or realtor, you're an independent contractor and you have to align yourself with a broker's office. You can't just hang out a shingle and sell real estate on your own. There are startup costs involved, and they can be substantial. You'll have startup costs of about $1,500 to $2,000. And at the end of this presentation, I'll have a slide with an itemized list. I'll go over some of them quickly, but I'll give you the range of realistic costs, itemized expense by expense at the end. So you'll see that slide. You'll have about $1,500 a year on an ongoing basis for ongoing costs after your first year. So what are some of these startup costs? Well, first of all, you have to take a 63-hour real estate course to become certified. That's going to be about $250 to $300. You're going to have to take the state exam and pass that, $25 application fee. You're going to be fingerprinted, $56 for that. You're going to need a state licensing fee, $125 to $145. You're going to have a local board of realtors membership, $200 to $500 a year. You're going to have an MLS membership, a multiple listing service membership, $150 to $300 per year. You're going to need a lockbox key, $150 a year. And you're going to need errors and omissions insurance, E&O insurance. That's going to run about $300 to $600 per year. And so there are some costs involved, and maybe more than you think. Some ongoing costs are renting space at a broker's office. Like I said, you have to be aligned with a broker to sell real estate. And to rent a desk and a computer at that office, you're probably going to spend about $100 to $200 a month. Of course, you're going to do some work at home on your own computer and searching the internet and etc. But you're going to have to be at the office sometime, and usually at least a couple hours a day if you're working part-time or even full-time. You're going to need to print out brochures and business cards. So that may be $100. You're going to probably want your own website to advertise yourself and your brand and get your name out there. Figure $250 to set up a nice website with some nice tools and links to helpful information that people can search. And also, you're going to use your car, your personal car. So you have to factor in gas and wear and tear on your car and maintenance. So these are all some of the ongoing costs that are involved. Now, talking a little bit about the competition. Competition in real estate is substantial, not only from the single agents that have experience and are established in the area, but you're going to run into a lot of husband and wife teams. Be Team Garcia or Team McMillan or Team Jones, whatever. There's plenty of these husband and wife real estate teams out there. These are two people working full-time in most cases, and they're going to be much more established and have greater financial resources than you. They can afford more advertising in the local papers and magazines, TV, radio, internet, etc. They may even have vans that they have silk screened with advertising all over them with their name and logo and Team McMillan and the website address, and it's some pretty sophisticated stuff. Or they may give out free rental trucks as a service to provide for people that are moving, prospective tenants that need to move their furniture. They may have a rental truck that they make available free of charge. So they're obviously leasing that or renting it, and that costs them money. Selling real estate as a profession is what you make it. It's really what you make out of it. It can be very time consuming and frustrating, and you may have to wait months to make a sale to earn a commission. It's not like expecting a check to come in every week or 2 weeks. You can go 3 or 4 months before seeing a check. Granted, that check may be a $10,000 or $15,000 check on a good commission, but you have to be a person that can budget their money and save up the money during the lean times when you're not selling. You have to wear many hats. You have to be organized, extremely organized, and be able to work with lots of other people and other specialists, other realtors, inspection services, title companies and appraisal services, lawyers, relocation services, advertising sales reps. You really have to be a salesperson. You have to be a marketer. You have to be somewhat of a psychologist, because you have to fulfill the needs of your clients that may be coming from out of state, don't know the area, and you have to give them information on getting integrated into the local society and where to make friends and how to make contacts and network, and what are the best plumbers and electricians and air conditioning services around, who are the trusted services, what scams to be wary of and look out for. So as far as opportunities, it can be a very lucrative profession. But if you're just going to dabble in it part-time, don't expect to get rich. One benefit to selling real estate and being in real estate is that you'll come across investment opportunities before the general public. You may be able to buy a foreclosure, get the advance information before anybody else on when a house is likely to be foreclosed, or an impending divorce that will result in a foreclosure. You may find out about fixer-uppers that you can fix up and make cosmetic changes to, and then flip in a couple of weeks to a couple of months for a profit. So, those are some of the byproducts and opportunities of being in real estate. You'll be in the know, and you'll have the inside track on some of these opportunities that come up. Commissions. The 6 to 7% commission that a realtor earns is usually split 50-50 between you and another realtor who owns the listing. So that's why you want to try and get as many listings as possible, because you'll get a greater commission. If somebody else owns the listing, you're going to split it with them. So don't think you're going to get all 6% of that commission. If you sell a $200,000 house, 6%, you figure, I'm going to get $12,000. No. You'll get $6,000 if you split the commission, maybe less if it's a 60-40 split. And your broker, whose office you're aligned with, will also take their cut. So, in summary, as a real estate agent, you have to be a salesperson, you have to be a marketer, you have to be a logistics expert, a negotiator, you have to be good at math, you have to be a welcome wagon, and a networker. So if you don't have those qualities, just something to think about. Take care, good luck, and make a lot of money.